Good morning, everybody. The 5 Epochs mission has me finally at the second stage. Second stage means tier 5 and 6 ships. So I dragged out the OGOP ship, the Giulio Cesare. Now, as you can see with this lineup, we're in a random match, sadly. The population down here is low again. Now the Giulio Cesare is no longer available except from containers. It's a tier 5 battleship, but if you look for example at the hit points, and it's 45,500 hit points at tier 5. Give you an indication, the Odin has 52,000 and the Odin is way higher. So why was it pulled? Just like the Belfast and quite a few other ships that were pulled, it was considered to be overpowered. Think the guns have a little bit less penetration than the New Yorks. New York I think has 500 mil, this one has 400 mil, but in general she does 30 knots, very maneuverable for tier 5, great guns, massive health pool as you can see, and she was considered OP. Now, I actually didn't buy the Giulio Cesare. I played World of Warships since it was launched around 2015. I was a big World of Tanks player back then, and tried World of Warships when it came out. I wasn't a beta player. I was not a beta player. Didn't get access to the beta, but the moment it was released, I was there. And then played for a year or so, took a break. And in 6 months later, Wargaming said to me, or sent me an email and said to me, "Hey, we have a gift for you. Please return. Come and have a look." And the gift that they gave me was this Giulio Cesare. And back then, I didn't think much of it. But then she was pulled. And now today, she is actually quite a sought after premium. No, it's unfortunately there's a couple of bots in this match, and it's a 4-5 match. But the Epoch campaign doesn't matter as long as you're in a tier 5. Hence, I was shooting HE, swapping over to AP because there's a couple of Omahas. We're at the point in this match where I'm starting to think, hey, now this Alep, guys, there's a division in Wyoming's. Those things hit bloody hard. And there's an Omaha coming in. I've loaded AP, and unfortunately multiple overpens. And that's one of the points of the Giulio Cesare. The HE is pretty decent, but the AP is just phenomenal. It's almost too strong. A lot of people say the Giulio Cesare should be roughly tier 6 or tier 7, considering the hit pool, the speed, etc. Then Omaha goes down, and we're finally on the scoreboard with our team. And there's a Dugai Trigoin, however you want to pronounce that. Full salvo on his broadside, 6 overpens. Starting to understand why this thing is so strong. So there's one of the Wyomings, Alep in an unknown nickname. They're obviously grinding the Epoch stuff as well. And I must say, I haven't played the lower tiers in a long while. Yesterday, I got the King of the Sea containers. The mission for the containers, and we were doing a whole lot of grinding. As an Emerald shows his full broadside. Finally, get a nice citadel on him, but we've lost an Omaha. The bot Omaha, but we are 3-1. Isakazi manages to torpedo Furataka, and we are now 2 down. This is Epicenter, one of my least favorite game modes. Class Horn manages to take out a Clemson. And there's one of the Wyomings. If I do sniff, I do apologize. It is spring here in South Africa, and my sinuses are taking an utter beating. That Dukai Trugin torpedoes are Karlsruhe, the one that I managed to just overpen. Oh, and that's a Wyoming salvo. There's an Emerald coming in. 8 overpens. Can't Citadel him, it's just over pins. He tries to smoke up. But he's 3 kilometers from me. And I managed to get a close quarters. Remember, this is a random. This is not a co-op. So we finally managed to pull it equal on the amount of ships down. And yeah, I did think, well, I thought, let me showcase this Giulio Cesare match. I don't feature lower tier gameplay that often, and the Giulio is such a great ship that you don't see often. So I thought everybody might appreciate it. Even though there is some bots in the match, it is a random, everybody's got the equal amount of bots, everybody's got the equal amount of problems. And there's the other way homing from the Alep guys. And those are about the only things I'm really concerned about, because they can hurt unpleasantly hard. He's firing at me again. He obviously knows I'm not an idiot. He knows who's a bigger threat out of the whole lot. Corbett takes out one of the Alep Kumas. And there's a Y homing, and I scored 4 good hits, including a Citadel on him. See, there's a reason that he was shooting at me. So here's an Isokazi and a Koenig. One of the great things about the Giulio Cesare is also the great maneuverability that it has. And I'll show you in a couple of minutes just how great it is. Fire AP at the broadside of the Koenig. 10,000, 3 pens and 1 overpen. Oof, took an 8,000 hit from the Wyoming, but at an angle, he didn't get full penetrations on them all. And I still got 4 heals left, so not too stressed. The Isokazi manages to torpedo the Corbair there. And my big worry is this Koenig. Even though this Isokazi is literally, what, 4 kilometers from me. I want the battleships dead, then I'll deal with this with a small boat. Ow. And he gets to within my secondary range, and he realizes that's a problem. Okay, I'm going to eat 1 torpedo here.
Torpedoes astern.
No, I'm not. See the great response, the great rudder shift on it. And there's my first kill of the match. More torpedoes. A torpedes. And the Isokazi. No idea he's torp range. I couldn't really be bothered because I've got absolutely great rudder shift on the Giulio Cesare. Shots out at the Y homing. Only 4k. Waiting for the front turrets to swing around. And the Giulio Cesare is a oddish build. 3 barrels in the lower turret, 2 barrels in the top. 5 guns front, 5 guns rear. So, angle a bit. Take only 5k damage there. But he's broadside to me. And I've swapped to HE for the DD, unfortunately. And I hear my secondaries going off, and I realize, oh, torpedoes incoming again. It's the Isokazi. But he fails miserably at torpedoing me. And he is smoked up, because we've got a bot in the Wakeful coming in. And the Y homing scores an easy kill. And there's my high caliber. 5 penetrations on the Y homing, including a fire. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on him because this guy is sending so many torpedoes at me. I think he started getting so frustrated. It's like, can you hit a torpedo? I'm like, no, dude. Can you learn how to hit your torpedoes? And then my secondaries go, and I'm going to eat 1 torpedo here. Well done, you finally got a hit. And there's my Confederate. Pop a heal. And remember, I had HE loaded. Alright, now you can bugger off. Unfortunately, that left me broadside to the Wyoming, who had way more of a clue than the Isokazi. And I'm about to beach myself, unfortunately. Well, there's only the Wyoming and the DD left. I score. And as the Wyoming is burning, fire goes out, but I know I'm not surviving this salvo. I get another fire. He's got me broadside. Well played, Alep. Well played. Now check this V170 Eagle Squad 1999. He's not a bot. He's going for that Wyoming. Wyoming's on low health. I mean, that Wyoming's only got 3,777 hit points left. I really did manage to wear him down quite well. And let's see if RV 170 has got a bit more clue than their Isokazi had. One bot takes out the other bot, and it is literally this Wyoming that's left. Whoops, wrong. And let's look at the after-match results there. And as you can see, 114,000 damage, 382,000 credits, Confederate, high caliber, close quarters expert, and of course, top of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me for this quick lower tier replay on the Giulio Cesare, ship you don't see often. Hope everybody has a fantastic week further, and we'll speak soon. Take care. Cheers.